So hello, welcome back to another episode of Scenes Four Wheels. Today is a bit of a behind the scenes sort of look. I've got to go and take all the cars out today. I'm going away on a little short holiday, which will be fun. I'm quite looking forward to it. So I think today is the best day to get them out. The weather is also, probably can't see, but anyway, the weather's okay today. It's a little bit overcast, but it's dry, and the temperature about 10 degrees. So it's quite a nice temperature to get the cars out while I can. So yeah, haven't really got too much of a plan for today's episode, but I thought it'd be nice to show a little bit of a sort of behind the scenes. And yeah, we're going to get the cars uncovered. I've got to take all the cars out, including the Figaro as well today.
Low battery.
Figaro went out
Please charge.
the other day, actually. Went out on Saturday, I'm saying. I think it was Saturday. But I want to go into the filming in the Figaro for a video you'll probably see before you'll see this one. So anyway, I think first of all, let's get some cars uncovered. Right, so now all the covers are off the cars. I have got my little cupboard if I flip you around. So next to the SL, I have this little unit I put all the covers on. I've got labels, homemade labels.
Low
Actually, that was something
battery.
I left over.
Please
This unit was
charge.
left over as well, so actually it's all sort of been upcycled. And there's a little space just to put a few little ties and stuff at the bottom. So I've got an SL one there. Figaro's used to be the newer SLK cover, so it's a bit big for that, but we're making it work. We've also got the SLK cover, which is the cover I don't use that very often on the SK, just when it's outside during the summer. I actually store the cover for the SLK in the boot, which again was one I bought for the new SLK. They're parked in here. It's just more of a lightweight indoor cover, so it only gets used when the car's indoors, and then when the SLK is outside, normally this will probably go on the Figaro. So I'm going to take the Figaro out first of all. It's a car I don't drive very often. It's a car I also don't feature that often on the channel. Hence why I thought I've done a little autumnal drive on the SLK and the SL, but it'd be quite nice to actually do a drive with the Figaro as well and feature that a little bit more on the channel. Okay, so the SLK is out now. I've done my Figaro filming, so I've got the SLK out. I've just been having a bit of a chat with a neighbour who's just walking past, so I was just having a little chat with her, and now the car is nice and warm. So I did the car for about 5 minutes just to get warmed up, because I'm not driving a completely cold engine and gearbox. I do find the gearbox in this car doesn't like being driven when it's cold. It needs sort of 5 minutes to warm up almost. Right, so if you can hear me over the sound of a V8, this is the last car to go out. This is the SL. Again, I'm just letting it warm out. This has only been out for a couple of minutes. I'm having a chat with a neighbour this time. So it's still a bit on the cold side. But yes, we'll just have the SL out. That's the last car to go out. And a quick look back here. So yes, just been out in the Figaro, been out in the SLK. And there's the B-Class that was out early on today for my daily transport. So you may have noticed I took the roof down on the SLK. I don't know if that was a mistake or not. It is about 10 to 11 degrees currently, so but it was a little bit chilly. Yes, my top of my head was getting quite cold. My hands were also getting quite cold as well. So I'm not sure it's too cold or I just didn't dress appropriately enough and actually need to go and get maybe to get a woolly hat and some nice thick driving gloves and nice thick gloves and grippers on. I used to have a set. I used to have all grippers on the front and on my palm sort of area, and those were really good actually for cold days when the car hadn't warmed up. And once the car warms up, I'm okay. But yeah, you could come and sit here and watch the temperature gauge on the SL very slowly gets up, but I'm sure you've got much better things to do with your time. Look at this. This doesn't happen very often. It's a very empty barn. So there we go. All three of the cars that live in the barn have been out. Figaro has been out. I've done some film with it. SLK's been out. Did a couple of different routes with this car and the SL. Yeah, really enjoyed it. The SL's running really well. I hate to put the kiss of death on that, but he's running quite well at the moment. So it's a shame. I'm gonna miss going out in these cars over the winter. I was sort of driving. There's just like a tinge of sadness because I know the weather's getting worse. I know my opportunities to get out in these cars when it's dry, when there's not salt in the road, when it's actually a relatively warm temperature, even though I got quite cold in the SLK today. It's going to be quite limited. You know, that's the only thing about winter. I don't take these cars out in the winter, so you have to make the most of it, don't you, really? And I'm all looking forward to next year. I mentioned in my update video, I'm not sure if that will go out before or after this one. We've already got a show penciled in for next year, which is the Figaro 35th anniversary, which can be held somewhere. It's like a big weekend, I think they're doing. I'm not too sure, getting sort of ADs, like a sort of save the date sort of thing they've put on the Facebook page, the Instagram page. So yes, we're going to be going to that one already. I haven't heard anything else yet. I know Social have announced a couple of dates for some of their hill climb events, so that's going to be really good. So lots to look forward to already. But yes, wanting to get these cars out today. Possibly we'll get them out again. I think hopefully if the weather holds up. I'm going away in a week's holiday, and this video will probably, if my order of what's going out when is okay and correct, I'll probably will be back by the time it actually goes out. Which is why I'm trying to get these cars out because I know the weather's breaking down later this week, and I'm off on holiday for a week, so I've got to get. So hopefully you've enjoyed this little bit of a sort of behind the scenes, sort of little bit of a look, and I do this fairly regularly. If I'm not taking the cars out to a show, sometimes there's a few weeks where there's a few gaps between shows in the summer, and I still take the cars out. So obviously it's spring there's less shows, and this time of the year when it's autumn there's less shows. So I do try and get the cars out and keep them running. It is the best thing for them. They are cars. They're not designed to be sitting there in the barn. They're designed to be out on the road. And I do wonder sometimes. I had an issue with the SL beginning this year, which I managed to sort myself. I also had an issue with the SLK running, and it was funny because I didn't really use them much over winter, and they both had issues in the spring. Could have been coincidence, of course, but maybe there's something to it. Anyway, so hopefully you've enjoyed this episode today. It's something a little bit different, so I just wanted to try. As I mentioned in my update video, again, if these go out in the right order, I am now going down to one episode a week, purely because I just find it quite hard to actually create the content and to actually do content I actually enjoy filming. If I'm enjoying it, hopefully you're going to enjoy it as well. You know, if I'm enjoying filming this, you might well enjoy it as well. But anyway, that's enough waffling on from me. It's going to be goodbye from me, goodbye from the cars in the barn here, the SLK and the SL, and we'll see you again very soon. Goodbye.